So it's live, sir. We are live.
All right.
Okay, sir. I'm going to start, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hi, everyone. I'm MS Kiran of second year CSC, and today I'm going to do an activity called Celebrity Interview. And the celebrity is none other than Dr. Haribabu Thamineni, the Vice Principal of Lendi Institute of Engineering and Technology. Welcome, sir.
Okay. Welcome. Namaste.
Namaste, sir. So, shall we start, sir?
All right. We can.
So my first question is, when and where did you start your professional career, sir?
In fact, I started my career somewhere in 1997. Began with Chaitanya ES Degree College and its society. There at Srikakulam, that is my native town, and where I started it.
Acha, okay, sir. And sir, next question, sir.
Yeah, yeah, please.
Having 23 years of experience, how have you evolved yourself from being a novice to a professional, sir?
It's definitely an interesting question. Um, it is always, for any individual, we have this experience. I started my career after my greatest passion that I have followed, doing English language literature as a course. And I also have done all my better possible ways of getting ready to become a professor. Uh, it was those days very tough since there are very less number of opportunities, and we do never have enough environment to become a teacher or a professor. What you really feel. When I have started as my career, I started as a lecturer in ES Chaitanya Degree College. It is a trust-based college at Srikakulam. By then, it was a very easy profession, but I felt okay, a little difficult to carry out the right aptitude behind of being a teacher. Uh, I was very harsh, and I don't have enough patience to handle the situations, and I could not manage my level best to carry out appropriate teaching methodologies. But this was very interesting, possible for a novice to deliver. So later, slowly, when I came down to Vishakhapatnam and University, Andhra University, to carry out the best, I have understood all the best to become a good teacher. I have learned a lot of soft skills, and slowly after that, I started my career as a lecturer at Vignan group of colleges for some time. And later after that, I embarked my journey into MNR group, Sri Chaitanya group, and I also worked as a vice principal at Santa Junior and Degree Colleges before I started working with the Lendi Institute of Engineering and Technology. And after I have taken up opportunity in many places as a professor of English, I did not look back. I have started putting a lot of effort in my journey, a lot of inventions that I have made, a lot of inventive practices that I have done, and I also have loved seriously teamwork wherever I work with my colleagues. And at last, as you have believed in me that I am a professional, and I have turned myself professional like this.
Yes, sir. It is very nice having you, sir.
Yeah.
And sir, so our next question is, sir, many institutions in our state have been calling you for your expertise in dealing subjects like life skills, soft skills, creative writing, and English language teaching. How do you feel about that, sir?
Yeah, for anybody, happiness, successful career graph, or when people are coming to get some advice or seek some advice from you, is always a happiness, right? But
Yes.
always I feel that it is a difficult happiness. And as and when you are being resorted for a lot of help on a professional career or professional environment or professional challenges, I feel that it is an additional responsibility on my shoulders. Since my love is towards English language teaching, when I was really anticipating to take up the profession as a teacher, and that too in English language, people have laughed at me whether I'm going to do a wonderful mark in the history or not, since I have come from a remote village which doesn't know what is actually English altogether. When I was putting an effort to become an English teacher from such kind of a remote town, it is named Tadivalasa nearby Dusi railway station of Srikakulam of Andhra Pradesh. I really wonder, whenever I'm called for institutions for this kind of professional help, it is always happy moment, and I feel great and I elate with joy, no doubt in it, to carry out the best through this important, noble initiative of higher education.
Okay, sir. It was very good, sir. Very long journey to say. So, sir, our next question is: you have published several articles and books on English language and its use. Can you throw some light on it, sir?
See, for any teacher, in my opinion, uh, should get ready, equipped, having lot of knowledge. One side, you need to be abreast of all current trends, current knowledge. On the other side, you should also get ready giving away what best that you have to provide. So to keep up a continuous professional development, being a teacher like me should always seriously engage in research and its development. So made on that important pillar, I have developed a structure in writing variety of papers. And I was into English language teaching by profession. My avocation is looking deep into English language literature and its relevance to society, and how society is going to help. All these areas that I have touched upon. Taking all of these into consideration, I made some bold attempts in talking about the importance of language literature in the role of English language teaching, and touching upon Indian English drama, which is my research area.
Sir, hello, sir.
Drama as a I think I have some trouble to getting connected.
Yes, sir. You are having trouble, sir. We can't hear you.
Yeah, yeah. Is it okay? Are you able to hear me now?
Yes, sir. It's now fine.
Yeah, yeah. Where did I lose the track? Where did I lose
On
this?
your favorite, research area.
Yeah, yeah. While I was doing my research on Indian English drama, and even drama helped me to develop a lot of ideology in how and where, in what way that we go further. So even on drama, I have started writing a lot. So variety of experiments I have done. Sometimes when I have worked on language lab, teaching through innovative techniques, or teaching through activity, or sometimes teaching through task base, all these have become subject issues to write papers in my career. So that is what the history behind all my publications.
Okay, sir.
Anyway, thank you for asking a very valid question.
Yes, sir. It's my pleasure. And, sir, do you plan on running few more books, sir, in your personal collection?
Yeah, I'm lucky to have many books that I read. Still, I feel that my library has to fill up with the books for reading and getting ready. But who knows? Shortly, I may also add few more books to my collection. In fact, I have done one interesting effort. When I was as a teacher somewhere around 11, 12, 2011, 12, like that, when I had some decade and a half experience by then, most of my students and fellow mates and most of the teachers who were working with me necessitated an approach of doing some good work on how to teach grammar to the beginners, how to even help a beginning teacher to carry out grammar teaching or English language that is useful for competitive examinations. When these kind of requests they made, I made a wonderful attempt coming up with a book named English for Competitive Examinations, which has come up very well, which has got even very good reviews also. I may see some source of inspiration, like John Cates says, everything that comes out only when we have an inspiration. And I have to wait for an
Yes.
inspiration to look at some new book that is to be added into library.
We are looking forward for your book, sir.
Yeah.
And so, next question: what are the most important attributes of a successful leader?
Yeah, I always strongly believe in leadership is nothing but being always a follower. Uh, though leadership or though the leader looks great always by being followed by some methodology, I also strongly believe in that there is a thin line between a leader and a boss. Okay, leader, one who comes forward, establishes his team.
Yes.
Boss who comes forward always dictates the team. So
Yes.
these two are little examples like that. If you can say, there are variety of sentences that can be formed. So here, when I wanted to highlight the important attributes to the leadership, leadership requires a patience. Leadership requires acknowledgement. Leadership also requires getting ready to give away what best that you have, sharing, and then you also come forward, getting to know what is that you do not, and be a follower first, then automatically leadership that gets done. Yeah, when you practice all these, leadership is an ever essential quality today. When you wanted to work at your workplace, you need to have a lot of dynamism in displaying your leadership. Similarly, when you wanted to live in the life also, when you do not really get ready to have leadership, you may not really put forward the right ideology. So, what I generally say for the leadership is not leadership at all. It is followership. One has to
Yes.
get ready to follow first.
Yes, sir. Very true, sir. So, sir, who do you look up to for inspiration and mentorship, sir?
Mentorship, it is not that easy to define that the mentorship is easy when every teacher who takes it up. Uh, Similarly, when you observe in a process, anything that is attached with its outcome is very dangerous. A fixed outcome never really gives a right result. As far as this mentorship is concerned, today, so often, why you are being a father, you are really worrying to mentor because you have made a lot of fixed outcomes outside.
Yes.
Similarly, when you are a teacher, you are expecting a lot from your students. When you are a father, you are expecting a lot from your what you call children. So similarly, when you wanted to mentor, it is not something what you teach or what you guide. It is something how you train or how you drive the journey of the process. So always, in the process, sides of the mountain is more important rather than the base of the mountain and the cliff of the mountain. So anyway,
Yes.
our journey is start from base and then reach to cliff, and how well a guide or a mentor tries to drive his stakeholders to go aside of the mountain. So mentorship, I believe in, is such an interesting, patient, better known and developed process. So where each one has to get ready to be a mentor, first he himself has to drive him carefully. And it is more important how he has to get ready, giving away a self inspiration to his own self. So I always feel being a mentor to somebody is ever challenging. Still, first you mentor yourself and then start mentoring others. That is what my
Yes, sir.
philosophy. I always ask people to mentor, sorry, I always ask people to follow any principle only by one who allows me to do first.
Yes, sir. Very true, sir. Very true. So, sir, how do you
Yeah.
continue to grow and develop as a leader?
Yeah, more or less in earlier question when you have asked about leadership. Um, in fact, I have come from a family where my father was into much time of his life into politics. My sister was also a politician. Similarly, my mother was a wonderful manager at home who has shown me path in being uh, sweetness behind of leadership. Similarly, I have my spouse who is an emergent leader. I have learned from my own family a lot of base for leadership. So leadership is something like and not a process or not a subject to learn. Leadership is an experiential feature. Once you try understanding how to listen to others, you may feel that you have a leader within. When you try influencing others, you have a leader within you. When you try attracting people with your with your all appropriate job that you deliver, will always have an additional satisfaction to grow as a leader. So I tried my level best doing all that. Whatever that I have seen, experienced in my family, I transferred the same in my workplace. I started loving my students. I also started giving a lot of scope for my fellow beings, and I started listening first. I also started experimenting after I watch some good qualities from my super leaders. So, when I observe, when we take some examples, in our campus, for the past 13 years I've been working, I have learned from each individual a different, a new point. It's not only just from our principals, even from an IMA who cleans our corridors. I have learned from them also. So it is something so sweet when you started having this kind of an approach. You continue yourself to grow, and you also can see the sweetness behind the leadership practice.
Yes, sir. True, sir. So, sir, you and your English team have come up with a great initiative through Socrative. It is definitely showing results. How did you all come up with such a great idea, sir?
It is quite interesting. It is our job. Primarily, our job demanded us to come up with such an interesting initiative. The best part is either my team or I are ever charged. We do not want to take risks after the result is out. We also wanted to see well in advance to plan. We are against for the postmortem cases. We wanted to see how best that we can produce results. Those results are dependent on the process that we undertake. For that process, we always plan. So successfully, we delivered Socrative to you today. This was a plan that we have adopted somewhere around 6 months ago. When we were all in this lockdown period, we were away from each other. We started working virtually, wherein we have thought that we must get ready to help our student community through some virtual platform. we planned there, each one of us seriously be putting their own effort. Even some of the teachers who have left our place also, even they themselves also put in the effort of making this Socrative getting ready for everybody to make use of it.
On behalf of all the students, sir, I sincerely thank you for such great ideas, sir, for making
Yeah,
us better and better every day.
great, great.
Sir, everyone knows how successful you are, but if I ask you one thing that you could have done differently, or you regret not doing something down the line, what would that be?
So far, I did never have a feeling of something that I did not do. The best thing that I have done is establishing Language Lab on yeah, on this platform also. I would like to even give away all my thank note to our principal sir who was behind me to establish this laboratory, and also I thank management who has come forward being so kind enough to help in establishing this. Above all, I would like to thank uh, team of English teachers, whoever are working since 2008 until 2021 today. Everybody has put in beautiful effort, having their own strength in picture. So that is what something the best that I have done so far. I always feel that it is my brainchild. I always treat it as my child which is being grown up, and when it is really helping for the students like you, and there are many examples which have set a benchmarking for the practice of language laboratory, I feel very happy saying that it is the best thing that I have done so far.
Yes, sir. It is very, very kind of you, sir, for such great idea.
Thank you.
So, sir, what are your future plans regarding NSS teamworks?
Now, in fact, NSS, it's a sensational platform which allows the students really to understand what they are first. Though national service scheme which highlights the importance of serving the society, whereas in youth there is another perspective, that there is another side which allows students to change their personality. So my future plan in building up NSS, so far we have put up a lot of effort in bringing out Lendi's NSS volunteers understand their self-learning or self-discipline. And my future plan on NSS platform is to get ready or to set uh, youth of Lendi to be more useful for nation building, nation reconstruction. Wherever there is a lot of need that the nation feels, I see through our NSS, Lendi youth should really exhibit that or fulfill that gap that our nation feels. So this is what my future plan through NSS. And to put it crisp, I wanted to see all NSS volunteers from 2021 get national level, international level awards for their beautiful work that they put in the name of NSS. This is what my clear cut picture of NSS.
Yes, sir. Your hard work will definitely show off, sir.
Thank you.
So, sir, my last question for you is describe yourself using three words.
Happiness, happiness, happiness. Nothing more than that. Looking everything with an open mind, with a happy eye, with a happy self, with a happy point. Nothing more than that. I just wanted to keep my life happy, always by being happy.
Yes, sir. I hope you always be happy for your eternal life, sir. So, sir,
Thank you.
thank you for helping me with the interview. It was pleasure talking with you, sir, and I hope we'll be in touch every day. Thank you, sir.
Namaste.
Namaste, sir. Have a good day, sir.
Fine, fine. Good evening. I'm
Okay, sir.
leaving.
Okay, sir.